Hey folks, how you doing? It's Coach Gavin here again from Training for Warriors Hybrid. So the past couple of videos we've been shooting have been all about how to break down your goals and how to realistically set yourself up for success. Because that's what we all want at the end of the day. We all want to set a goal that matters to us, that we are emotionally invested in, and also something that we want to achieve, something we want to tick off the list. One thing I've found, both personally and as a coach to a lot of people, is that sometimes we can have too many goals. And again, we discussed that in our previous two videos. You'll find them under the how to get started part 1 and part 2. So in this part here, I want to talk to you a little bit about how to gauge progress, because oftentimes we get so fixated and so set on the end goal being the only goal, we fail to miss what it is. And it's very hard when you're the person trying to achieve the goal and you have a coach, a mentor, a friend, or a family member or someone saying, you know, they're posting all these memes of motivational quotes and they're tagging you in videos and all this kind of stuff. It can be very, very hard because you're the one that's living the situation. You're the one that's living the struggle then as well. So last year I gave a talk in my old school in Cross and Passion in Kilcullen, and one of the things I spoke to the transition year students about was that it's not about everyone becoming an A+ student. It is about everyone becoming 1% better. So for person A over here, becoming 1% better could take you from an A to an A+. For person B over here, it could take you from being a non-grade, an F, an E- to an E, to an E+, to getting a steady grade. It could take you from being someone who mitches off or who avoids school to somebody who goes in on every day of the week then as well. There are so many very small tweaks as you're going along. And I realise sometimes it can be quite irritating and borderline pedantic, where if you someone telling you, yeah, just a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit. But I'm here to show you today that all those little bits will add up then as well. So there's two ways we like to use this comparison for people then as well. We talk about grades, much like you would in school, and we talk about percentages, okay? So across the top line here, we have the bulk of your grades. Non-grade failure, E-, E, E+, D-, D, D+, C-, C, C+, B-, B, B+, A-, A, and A+. So basically what you would have to do firstly is establish where exactly you are on this scale before you can figure out how you can gauge if you're getting better or not. As most people who were in school with me know, when it came to everything outside of strength and fitness, I was around that bracket there, a D+, a C-, a C+ person as well, okay? As I say, C's get degrees, alright? But, so, taking myself as the example, if I was to gauge how well my study was going, I would see my grades moving this direction. I would get a C+ first, and then a B- hopefully, and then a B, and then a B+. However, if I set out my stall, and I'm saying, I'm going to go from a B+, a C- to being an A- and an A+, it's possible, unlikely, but possible, okay? I'm setting myself up possibly for not failure, but a bit of a setback. So let's say I'm here, D+, C-, and I'm aiming all the way. I'm going for gold, baby, okay? I'm going for A+. But I end up here at A-. I'm probably going to be a little upset. Probably going to be a little bit down. Yay, A-. Oh, but I wanted an A+. Am I crazy? Look at that jump I have made. And realistically, what I should have been thinking was, okay, I am currently here. I'm going to work. And the absolute minimum best I would accept is moving one up. 1% better, 1 grade better, 1 letter better. Okay? Because you've got to climb up those steps one at a time. You're not going to climb the stairs taking them 4 or 5 at a time. Possibly, but you know what I mean. You can't just keep doing that the whole way. So, then you can look at things from a percentages, from a numbers point of view. You can look at single progression, 1% better, 2% better, 3% better. And if I'm starting here at 1 out of 100, I gotta get to 2 out of 100, and then 3 out of 100, and then 4 out of 100, and keep on climbing that one step at a time, grinding away, working away. Head down, letting them all add up. All that effort, all that dedication, all that consistency, adding up so that, pardon me, once I hit that magic 100, I've gotten there bit by bit. You can also jump them as well. You can gauge it. Okay, You go from 5, 10, 15, 20. There's so many different ways you can grade how well you're progressing, folks, okay? Just make sure you're using a reasonable scale, alright? So, and that's why we like to use we weigh people in pounds as opposed to kilos here, because you can see the progress bit by bit. And it can get very frustrating when, oh, I'm down a pound, I'm down a pound, I'm down a pound, okay? If you're down 1 pound a week, which is the average, by the way, folks, 1 pound a week over 52 weeks, that's 52 pounds, okay? That is 14, 28, 2 stone. That's over 3 stone over the course of a year. By the same token, if you put on a pound a week for 52 weeks, that means you are up 3 stone over the course of a year. So don't sit there and tell me that those pounds don't matter, because they do. So Gav, to recover, or to recap, we've just taught you how to set your goal. I want to do A, I want to do B, how do I decide what I do? You go back to video 1, you use that chart we went through with Nate Green, okay? And you decide which is the primary focus. What's most important to me right here, right now. Just drop a marker, okay? And then you go along and decide, okay, well, what aspect of that goal do I want to use? For me, it was my food, okay? So, and then I broke down what I wanted to do. And then you went off and you continued it. And now you plug in this piece here. How will I gauge my progress? I need to keep myself level-headed. Keep my feet on the ground while aiming for the sky, okay? Gradually progressing up as you go along. It doesn't, I'm child number 6 of a family of 7, okay? There is no point in me comparing myself to what my brothers and sisters are able to do, okay? And I'm sure if they're watching this, they're going to say, yeah, because you can't compare it to them. But what I'm saying here, folks, is my brother Brian is extremely intelligent, okay? And that's out there on the internet here, okay? Brian, academically, would have been up here. So already, you can see our starting point is a little bit different. But just because we both get better, doesn't mean it's any worse off than as well. I must compare myself with myself, and Brian must compare himself with himself. There is no good Brian going, oh, look at me, I'm so far ahead of him, when he's falling short of his goals, or vice versa. Me going, oh, I'm doing so well, but I'm not doing as well as Brian, okay? So, this third column over here, well, how do we gauge what we do? You use the system we use here in Hybrid, okay? Your 30, 60, or 90-day personal goals, the goals that matter to you. The goals that matter to you. Okay? Not your boyfriend, not your girlfriend, not your husband, your wife, your mother, your father, your dog, your cat, anything else. To you, okay? Because if they matter to you, if you are emotionally invested in it, you will do it. You will take action on it, and I guarantee you, okay? Your planned expected progress. When you sit down with a trainer or with a coach, they will have planned progress. Okay, if everything goes to plan, we should be in or around this area on this date, okay? And working up then as well. It's you versus you, okay? It's not you versus me or anything else like that. It's you versus you. Even down to the most minute, finite detail, okay? Today versus yesterday. Am I better today than I was yesterday? Yes, I am. Perfect. We're winning. Am I better at this meal than I was at my earlier meal? Yes, I am. Boom. We're winning. Am I better when I'm training? This set versus the last set? Yes, I'm better. This rep than my last rep? Yes, I'm better. Better, 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 better. And when all these small things build up, build up, build up, you hit your big goals, folks, okay? So pick what you want. So select your goal, break it down, stay focused on the tiny aspect here, and gradually get going. Folks, thanks so much for your time. If you have any questions at all, please comment below. Also, if you found this video or any of the videos you find on our page here of use, share it, tag your friends in it as well, because I can guarantee you there is somebody out there that needs to see this video. And you sharing that could be the key they need to hit their goals, to being happier, healthier, fitter. Take care of yourself, folks. Take care. Bye.